Hi, welcome to OEMship. Welcome to another presentation. So this presentation, we're going to talk about exports and particularly exports via air. Right. So in this presentation, we're going to talk about how do you calculate the price of the product, the price of shipment. It's called freight cost from my country to your country. How much time will it take? What is the minimum amount that is required to do exports and payment terms. So let's get started. So the first point is, how do you know the price of your product? So for that, you will have to visit my site, and there's an option called price list. So we have a POP price list and a Bajaj price list. So you can click on POP price list to know. Suppose we want to buy Bajaj, click on Bajaj price list. Please note it will take 1 minute to load. You can even save this in your, you can download it and save a copy. Suppose you want to know complete oil filter. The best way to do it is via part number. So every product has a part number. So the complete oil filter part number is 82635R. So if you see, the rate in euros is 1.38 euros. So if you want to make payments in, we accept 150 plus currencies. Go to our video on how to make payments and currencies we accept. Oh, that's written. So you can convert it yourself. You can use Google Translator, and whatever the number shows up there, we will take that. So 1.38 euros is the cost per oil filter. Like this, just whichever number you have of POP, just put it, and you will that second come to know the price of your product. Okay. Now second is, how do you calculate the weight of your shipment? You can go back to my site, and it's a freight cost, freight by air. Now here you need to type your country. Suppose if it's Australia, we charge about 16.8 EUR. This is slightly on the higher side. We will even get the latest rates then, and there can be a 10% reduction also. So if it's Nigeria, it's about 26.5. Italy, it's 15 euros, and you can convert to your currency. This is per kg. So there are, when it comes to shipments via air, there are two ways to calculate weight. There are two ways. One is volumetric and one is weight. And whichever is higher, remember it's taken. So the formula to calculate volumetric weight is length, breadth, height divided by 6000. So suppose length, breadth, height is 50 centimeters each. Okay. So here the volumetric weight is 20 kgs. Suppose if your shipment is 15 kgs, the cost of your shipment is 15 kgs, we will not take 15 kgs, we will take 20 kgs. Again, same thing we will do. Suppose here the shipment weight is 25 kgs, we will take 25 kgs, right? So there is volumetric weight and the weight per shipment, whichever is higher it's taken. So now we've learned how to calculate the cost of your price and now cost of your shipment. This is now, once you add those, your total cost of shipment. So we would generally take about 20 days to 25 days to complete your process. So once you give us your order, we will place it with the company. If we don't have stock, if we have stock, then we will place in the same day. We will dispatch in the same day. But mostly because every country has different it runs on different fuel. Some countries want petrol, diesel, CNG, LPG. It's not possible to keep 10,000 SKUs with us. So we place it with the company, and the company gives it to us. Company is very close to our office. It's about just about, I think, 4-5 hours by car. So we get the material in 6 days. So but we're taking on the higher side of 20 to 25 days. So minimum order that is required to do exports is about 300 euros, because below that there are a lot of costs that we incur, but we don't give it to you, right? Even for exports, there is documentation charges, there is custom clearance, but we don't pass on that cost to you. So only two costs you have: cost of shipment and the price per cost. So we factor that a little bit into our profits. So at least we expect an order worth at least 300 euros or USD equivalent to your currency. Payment terms are going to be 50% advance and 50% before dispatch. Right, so if your order is, we'll give you an invoice and you have to make 50% payment of that initially. How to make payments, there's another video on it, and which currencies we accept also is another video on it. So what to actually export via air? So we generally believe not to take something heavy or big like mudguard or light of headlight assembly, side light assembly, front mudguard or windshield glass. Those kind of things we don't suggest. Something that is light and compact, which is high in value, high profit margin, and if it's fast moving, brilliant. So I'll just make you go through a couple of products that we regularly export via air. So let's go through the products. So this is Cross BWO. You can see the part number there, BWO3924. So if you put the part number in the price list, you will get the price. So this is voltage regulator, RR unit. This is spring. This is valve set of valve, very fast moving. This is plain spring 1A002661. This is spark plug, again very compact, very small, fixed packed wheel cylinder. It's quite a little heavy, but this is gasket. You have head gasket, block gasket. This is CDI coil. This is another spring with a fast moving ignition switch for you to on off, wheel cylinder assembly, head gasket. This is what we looked at the part 82635R oil filter. I think if you're in this business and if you're in Piaggio, you would have at least come across one of this. These are all fast moving items. These are light and compact. It's not limited to this. You can have your own part number. You can export it. This is just to show you what you can export. This is crankshaft bearing kit 95007R, very fast moving, high in value also, and we suppose it's gonna give you good margins also. So this is the parts you can export via air, but not limited. You can do the same thing in Bajaj and TVS also. So let's come back to the presentation. We'll talk about benefits and drawbacks for air. Benefits is you can start doing import export with small quantity, like even 300 USD you can start. Light items you can get it very fast, very easily, not much headache. It's door to door. It'll come to your door. FedEx, DHL, UPS, all major carriers have tied up with us. There's one major drawback via air. It's extremely expensive, right? 90% of the exports, yes, happen via sea, not via air, via sea. So it's another presentation on how to export via sea. But if you want to start import export, and if you want to not make so much capital investment, and if you're doing it the first time, we recommend you do it via air. So that's it. That's my presentation on how to export via air. If you have any questions, please feel free to WhatsApp me or write an email to me. You can even give me a WhatsApp call. My number is in the description, is even on the site. Thank you so much.